Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. PSG welcomes Barcelona to their stadium on Tuesday for their second Group F match. And joining us now to preview this match from a betting perspective is William Hill's in-play radio host, Lee Phelps. Lee, thanks for being here today.
No problem.
Now, Barcelona won their first match, but not as spectacularly as I was expecting. I was expecting at least 2 or 3 goals from them playing at home against Apoel. Now, in La Liga, they are top of the board, 11 goals over 4 games with 0 conceded. What was your take on that match?
Well, I thought, it was a kind of typical, big team against a little team, if you like, and no disrespect to Apoel Nicosia, of course, but, you look at the possession, 72% possession that Barcelona had. I think they had like 11 or 12 shots on goal. Apoel had 1 shot on target and, very little possession of the ball, but they defended well and they did what smaller teams have to do. They didn't get away with it, of course, because they ended up losing the game 1-0. But in a tight group, if it comes down to goal difference, you never know. It might squeak them a place in the Europa League. So I think Apoel did okay, and Barcelona, while they won't be happy with the goals, I think they'll be happy with the way they played and in the end getting the 3 points. No one will remember, will they, Natalie? If Barcelona are in the round of 16 or in the quarterfinals, whatever, no one will think back and say, oh yeah, but they only beat Apoel 1-0. So yeah. I think it was just one of those games really for Barcelona.
Yeah, well, I was expecting more goals, but regardless, they did get the job done and the 3 points. But what are you expecting from them now they have the home advantage?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I'm interested in PSG as well. I think I watched the game against Ajax, and I thought PSG would win that one comfortably. And they had the chances to win it comfortably, some great chances. Should have been 4 up really before Ajax scored their equaliser. And then in the dying minutes, Schöne should have won the game for Ajax. So I was pretty surprised that PSG didn't get the job done there. And I've watched quite a lot of their games in Ligue 1 this season and not been overly impressed. This is a massive game. I think it's a bigger game for PSG than it is for Barcelona. Not only because Barcelona got 3 points on the board and PSG have only got 1. But I think this will tell us a lot about where PSG are. They need to rise to the occasion. Ibrahimovic needs to have a fantastic game. I can see it being a draw in terms of an outright result. There's goals galore in these 2 teams. It'd be amazing if it was just a really boring 0-0 or 1-1, wouldn't it? You're tempted to go overs on the goals, and I think that's the way I'm going to lean as well.
Yeah, well, their last 3 head-to-heads have all ended in a draw. The 3-way line has Barca priced 2.38, PSG's priced at 3.2, and then the draw priced at 3.4. So I suppose that's probably the obvious choice here if you are going to play the winner's market. Another bet, though, I do like is Barcelona to keep a clean sheet. Now, a little bit of a stretch there, but that's priced 4.33. Obviously, maybe contradicts the draw there. But Barcelona, obviously, they've kept a clean sheet so far in La Liga. So can you see that happening? Obviously, and PSG only managed 1 goal playing Ajax. So what's your thoughts there on the Barcelona keeping a clean sheet, priced 4.33?
I'd be scared to death playing that, Natalie, just because of the talent that's in the PSG squad. Even if Barcelona dominated the game, it only needs 1 free kick from Ibrahimovic, or Cavani to latch onto a through ball, and these guys finish. I know they didn't finish all the chances against Ajax, but there'll be that little bit more focus. I think some of these top-class, world-class players switch off a tiny bit against the lesser teams, and Ajax are one of those lesser teams, so they'll be fully on it in this game. I think both teams will score. I think both teams will end up scoring, over 2.5. I'd even play over 3.5. I mean, in my mind, I like a really entertaining 2-2. Maybe I'm just, hoping for that, but I do like the draw. I like the draw and over 2.5 goals in the match as well.
Okay, over 2.5 goals has priced for 1.91. And with the clean sheet option, obviously you have to wait that whole sort of like 90 minutes until your bet comes in. So it's often quite a kind of like a nerving bet, I think, there. But it would be, it would be worth the return if that happened, 4.33. But what would you say then the top tip is, maybe out of the ones that we've discussed? Which one would you recommend?
I really do like the draw, Natalie. I think, all things considered, I can see why that would happen. I think both teams would settle for the draw in the end, Barcelona especially. And I think that I really do like that. I mean, I wouldn't put anyone off the goals bet either, the overs and the goals, but it's a straight draw for me.
All right, so straight draw it is from Lee Phelps. Lee, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.